Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here. This is one of those deals where I have to talk really fast, going to be narrating over some pictures. This is basically information and official pictures for Skylanders Trap Team. Skylanders Trap Team was announced tonight as the official logo for the game. Coming up next, we have the starter pack. This features the game, the Traptanium portal, two Skylanders, one of them being a Trap Master snapshot, the other a core food fight, two traps, life and water specific, hammer for life, tiki for water. This is what Snapshot actually looks like on the portal. It is cool. I wondered if it was wired or wireless. No one seemed to mention that at the presentation. But right here, Snapshot with the Life Hammer Trap on the Traptanium portal. Speaking of Snapshot, this is like a character illustration, if you will. That is actually a bow and arrow, but it also doubles as a sword. The figures look ridiculously awesome this time. As you can tell, he's telling you to go to oneofwisdom.com. Tons more information there. Here's a screenshot of them. The Trap Masters all have like these crystallized weapons. You'll see that shortly again with Wallop. But here's kind of an in-game action shot. Looks like they're going to be a lot of fun. I believe they are slightly taller than the Swappers from what I have accumulated. This is Food Fight, our other starter pack character. He is an artichoke and he uses the power of, I guess, vegetables to defeat evil. This is what the figure looks like. Again, details are getting better and better, and they were very impressive in Swap Force. I think I'm going to like him. He kind of reminds me of like Revenge of the Tomatoes from when I was a kid, but he's got a tomato gun, obviously. What we're going to see here is actually what I'm thinking is either going to be a tertiary attack, like a fruit roll, or I guess vegetable roll in this case, or actually like a wow pal. This is Wallop. He is also a trap master. He is probably the earth element one of the two, I guess. Note the crystallized hammers there. Here's the actual figure itself. Again, looks pretty dadgum cool. The way those are structured for the earth element, it almost kind of looks like a root beer color. I'm a big fan of that. Here's the one in-game screenshot we got of him. As you can see with Toys for Bob's back at the helmet, it looks like there's going to be more of an emphasis on trolls. I am a big fan of those. Now this guy right here probably going to become a fan favorite based on what I know thus far. He is a baby T-Rex that flies a gyrocopter. He's got rockets he can shoot that you can see here. He also has a roar attack that is going to be similar to Sonic Boom, I would assume. Again, note the trolls present here. This is Wildfire. Not much known on him. This is about all I have. He is obviously, by the crystallized look of the shield, he's going to be a trap master, probably from the fire element. Right here is one of the traps. Note the bottom end looks like a crystal. That's the end that plugs into the Traptanium portal. The top end, in this case, it's life element and a hammer. Right here you see the same bottom structure to plug in, but that is like a tiki head and water element. There's apparently going to be different sculpts. You can kind of sort what villains are trapped in each one. Right here, this is important. It's a landscape shot. Graphics look great, but it's Chompy Mountain. If you didn't guess, there's someone special here. It's the Chompy Mage. Chompy Mage resides there. You probably access it with a Trap Master. When you defeat him, you capture him into the Traptanium portal, and then you can actually come in and play as him. This shot right here, no villains were associated with it just yet, but I believe it was like Phoenix Peak, which sounds really cool, and it looked awesome. That's why I included it. This is a Shredknot. This is actually a villain, I guess, that you can defeat and then play as in the game, and I figured that was worth including as well. Okay, so on now to release dates. Australia, New Zealand, you'll get it first Thursday, October 2nd. Here in the US, Sunday, October 5th. I wish it was a Friday. Then again, those of you in Europe will pick it up Friday, October 10th. Downside there, you have to wait a little while. So congratulations, Australia, New Zealand. Now, the starter pack itself, retail $74.99. Only two Skylanders this time. You're going to get the Trap Master Snapshot. You're going to get Food Fight, the Life Element core character. You'll get the stat card, sticker sheets for each. You'll also get two traps, the Life Hammer and the Tiki one from the water, character collector poster, usual garb, Traptanium portal, and of course the game. Developers, this is interesting. Toys for Bob's lead developers, the originators of it all. They're doing the Wii 360 and PS3. Kind of weird. You'd think they would be working on the top of the line. Beanox is handling the ports. Hopefully there's no loss there and they enhance it. Beanox also going about the 3DS version, which once again is a standalone game. All your Skylanders backwards compatible. Fear not, you can take them, you know, play them all forward. let's see here. Trap Team Skylanders are all going to have a red base. Level cap's going to remain at 20. But essentially, SSA, Giant, Swap Force, you can all go forward with them. I guess I should have put forward compatible. My apologies. We know that there's 16 Trapmaster Skylanders. Obviously, that would be 2 per element. They've got crystal weapons. They're going to do higher damage to the most wanted villains, and they're going to have access to special areas. Again, think along the terms of Giants and Swappers from the last 2 games. We know that there are going to be 18 new Skylanders. That would be like our core characters. Again, probably 2 per element. I have no clue where the extra 2 come from. If maybe that includes like the 3DS version or something. These are just going to be your run-of-the-mill Skylanders like in the SSA days. Nonetheless, very exciting. Next up, we have reposes of fan favorites. Obviously, you'd probably have Series 2s, 3s, and 4s. 4 being like Spyro, Gilgrunt, etc. 2 being, you know, Scratch number 2, things of that nature. The sources have said 60 plus Skylanders. We know 18 Trapmasters and 16 core. That's a total of 34. Roughly 26 reposes. Next up, there's over 40 villains to defeat and trap. Wolfgame, Chompy Mage, and Chaos all look awesome. You basically battle them, defeat them, you know, put one of the traps in the Traptanium portal that matches the element. They're sucked in, the sound goes to the portal, which is really cool. Then you can release them and play as that character. Insanely awesome. Traptanium, the crystal structures that plug into the new portal, they're element specific, as I mentioned. I don't know currently how many villains go per crystal. Some people are saying you have to have 40 crystals. Some people say there's like 4 to 8 that can be held per crystal. I simply don't know, and there's no one I can ask, but we can play as the villains. That is it in a nutshell. That is Skylanders Trap Team. Check the blog for more information, oneofwisdom.com. That will definitely help you out. I'm going to be updating information as it becomes available. If I can get answers to any of my questions, I'll post those as well. If you take that link at the top of the video description box, I've kind of highlighted all of this in a text format that you can read at your own pace. Again, I don't usually talk this fast. It's really weird for me, doing the best I can. Super excited, I think, more so for this game than I was for Giants or Swap Force. That's saying something. I'm looking forward to hopefully more action. Less of the like constantly switching out. Most importantly, in addition to the new characters, which I'm always a fan of, revealing, you know, like the reposes, things of that nature, but the ability to play as the villains, that's going to be crazy. I'm thinking you might be able to play co-op with 2 villains. That would be just ridiculous. Imagine going through a level, your Chaos and your buddy is playing as the Chompy Mage. It would just be insane. So they've totally flipped the script here, and I think it is going to be a very welcome change. As I said, I'll keep you up as best I can with everything. oneofwisdom.com. Check the website out. That'll help you out there. Lots of exclusive information there. Similarly, you can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, and of course, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. As information, pictures, B-roll, whatever it may be comes out, I will get it up as soon as I can, and it will hopefully convey new information and exciting news to you in terms of all things Skylanders Trap Team. That said, it's 4:42 a.m. I'm going to get this sucker rendering so I can upload it, go to bed, and have visions of Trap Team in my head. So, again, thanks for watching, and I will catch you all back here next time.